Kusama. So Kusama is, for me, still bullish, right? It had a huge retracement from its sort of all-time high, but I think this is a coin that fundamentally is going to be able to do well in the next bull cycle. New all-time high, I'm not so sure, but I think we're going to see, pretty damn good gains in this coin because fundamentally it has the benefit of being the experimental blockchain. So I'll talk about everything to do with Kusama in a second. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what the spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying these coins because I expected them to make me very good money. You can see what these coins were worth when I recorded my videos, and you can also see the highs these coins hit in under a year and a half. And if you had thrown in $100 into them and then just sat on them for 16, 17 months and then sold them all, your total profit from 100 into each would have been over 123 grand, which is not too bad. Now, I sold all of these, we had the market crash, and since then I've been buying up new coins. These are coins that I think can make me very good money again. These coins that can 40, 50, even 100x. And I share them on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So anytime I find a coin that I think can do those kinds of profits, I buy it. And I'll jump onto the site, I'll tell my members what the coin is that I'm looking at buying, what profits I think it can have, and what percentage of my cash I'm putting in. And the members can copy along exactly. It means they will make the exact same profits as me. The added bonus as well is they don't have to dive into white papers. They don't have to research at all. There's 30,000 cryptos. They don't have to learn about any of them because myself and my team do all of that. Now, if that sounds good to you, head to copymycrypto.com and just check the site out. On the site, you'll see what I said in the past about coins like Phantom. I did a whole course, $20, about why Phantom would 100x or more. Some of the people that took that became millionaires because they put thousands of dollars in it, and also Phantom did 700x gains. If you just want to see what the members have earned, that's on there too. All of it's public record. You can go through the old videos on this channel, confirm everything you read. And if you like what you see, guys, test the service out. Now, Kusama. Kusama's currently knocking around $40. Kusama is on every exchange. And look, it is the, what they describe themselves as Polkadot's sort of wild cousin, right? It's basically the experimental blockchain platform that is tested on, and then if these projects do well, they move on to Polkadot, right? So it's massively interoperable, it's hugely scalable, it's built on Substrate, which is the building kit developed by Parity. Kusama has nearly an identical code base to Polkadot. By deploying on Kusama, fast-paced projects gain access to a highly scalable, interoperable sharded network with features that are not yet available on Polkadot. To that end, Kusama is like the canary network for Polkadot. The platform's designed to be the test bed for developers and is basically used as the preparatory network before launching on Polkadot, as I said. Though a lot of projects will stick with Kusama for their final product as well, or they'll make a sort of another version of what they've made on Kusama and put it onto Polkadot, so they've got two projects. We've seen that with things like, we've seen that with multiple, like Moonriver, Moonbeam, and, Fala and Kala. Is it Kala? Yeah. So stuff like that, right? Founders of Kusama are the same team that's founding Polkadot. It's Gavin Wood. Gavin Wood is the computer scientist who also co-founded Ethereum. We do often see these co-founders of Ethereum end up doing very well on other projects as well. Look at Charles Hoskinson. Parity now has an extensible team comprised of some of the most successful blockchain engineers in the world, over 100 employees spread around the world. Kusama is funded by grants from the Web3 Foundation, that's also run by Gavin Wood. And this is to help nurture and steward tech and applications in the field of decentralized web software protocols. Overall, there are a few things to really like about Kusama, not least of which is the fact that the total supply is so damn small. 9.6 million tokens in total, tiny amount. And the ecosystem has grown incredibly well. You know, Kusama's not been around that long. Like, it's been around for a few years now, near 4 years. No, 3 years. 4 years, yeah, 4 years. And in the last bull cycle, it did very well. You know, went from like the lows, $1 hit. I think the peak was $623. $623 was the peak of the last bull cycle. So pretty damn massive. Now, sorry to interrupt this video, guys, but I want to talk about Social Grow. Now, this is a crypto project that's going to be launching very, very, very soon. They have a pre-sale going on right now. Now, I've spoken with the team about this. They have launched previous cryptocurrency projects that have done very, very well in terms of growth. And this is a new innovation that I wanted to bring to you guys. So Social Grow is the first social finance-based project on Telegram. So it's leveraging Telegram's existing millions of users via easy-to-use integrations, which focus on on monetizing both creation and participation of users while rewarding engagements. You can participate in daily tasks, community lotteries, and trade between channel passes. Social finance and the social networking system is going to be one of the biggest growth sectors in crypto. And I'm quite bullish on this in terms of what they're trying to do. They also will have the Social Grow bot. So this will unlock huge growth potential with their bot. So the idea behind this is the technology is going to improve community retention and maximize user engagement, but also introduces new little features that will elevate your community's experience whilst rewarding everyone within it. Many social finance projects rely on dApps, introducing hurdles and steep learning curves. So the Social Grow bot seamlessly integrates with Telegram, which creates an easy-to-use platform that eliminates all the unnecessary complexities. They're also going to have the Social Grow Pass. This will allow everyone to gain access to private groups, get daily rewards, and more. And that's all through the Social Grow token. And what looks really good about this as well is they've got the lottery. The lottery is a daily thing, and basically you can buy tickets which is set at like $5. And there is a drawing each day between midnight and 12 p.m. Midnight and midday. And the prize funds roll over. So once the round completes, if no one wins, the unclaimed tokens roll over into the next pool. All tokens paid by people buying tickets go into the prize pool. And they're going to add injections of cash into it. So each drawing, Grow tokens from the treasury is added to the prize pool to encourage participation. You can also get free tickets by participating in the Social Grow network. If you get a 10-day login streak, you'll get a free ticket. Now, what I also like about this is the actual tokenomics. So the tokenomics, 40% will be given out in a token sale. Uniswap will get 10% of liquidity. An exchange will get 10%. There's 20% utilized for utility rewards, and like I said, the treasury gets 20%, and a lot of that is injected back in. Now, right now they are doing they're getting ready for the pre-sale. So the countdown for the launch has begun, and if you want to capitalize on this, you can do so by joining the whitelist via the Telegram by clicking this link, and I'll put this link into this video. If you paste the address you would like to whitelist in, you share your Twitter handle and retweet the pinned tweet, and you can win a whitelist with points. So you can click daily streak every day to earn a point. If you generate a referral link to share with your friends, you earn more points and climb up the leaderboard as well. And whitelist allocation directly corresponds with the total points you earn. So the more you engage, the more likely you're to get a whitelist. If you get whitelisted, you're getting in at the best possible prices. And what they've added into this as well, 5 people can get their hands on 5 limited fast track public whitelist spots. All you have to do is retweet this tweet. Again, I'm going to put this in the description. Like it and put notifications on. And then you join the Telegram via the link in the bio. 5 winners will receive a DM, and you will be able to then potentially get yourself a whitelist spot. And like I said, the whitelists, whenever you get a whitelist spot, you're getting in at the best possible price. You know, if it does a 10x on launch, you've done very, very well. and the team that have been behind this have done those kinds of coins in the past. So if you've not got a chance to check this out, click on the Twitter or X, I guess, link in the description. Have a look through. I'll also put Social Grow's website in the description so you can check this out, guys. And back to the video. In the 3 years that they've been up and running, the parachain slots have filled immensely. And overall, the Kusama network is now enormous. Like, I mean, it's not the biggest in the crypto space, of course, but it is really significant at this point. You can see some of the coins that have achieved parachains as well. You can also, so you've got Kusama parachain launch, Fractionary by Kusama parachain launch, Bird Boy. So if we just take a look through, we should be able to see some of the previous auctions. But the Kusama network overall, like I said, has grown really damn well. And while the Polkadot narrative has dwindled a bit, it hasn't really in the wider sense, because interoperability is something that, you know, we in the crypto space never shut up about. Like, interoperability is important. You knew, like, the reason that it was such a focal point of Polkadot and why it's such a focal point of Kusama is because you do in fact want to see the growth in these. You want to see the ability for projects to interact, so I don't have to, you know, jump between 15 different blockchains every time I want to do something. If you've got interoperable blockchains, you can literally just, you know, use one system, and that's kind of ideal. There have been over 1,500 applications on the Web3 Foundation, over 600 projects funded across 54 countries. You can see the list of grants that have been rewarded, you know, so Lime Chain was one recently, Coin Fabric was another, Paraverse Foundation is one in process, Elastic is one, as I said, Coin Fabric is one, Protofire, Zero DAO, you know, and you can see, like, there is just constant money being thrown into this, into the growth of not just Kusama, but to the growth of Polkadot as well. Like I said, interoperability is not a thing that's going to be disappearing in terms of a discussion point. You know, one of the reasons that one of the reasons that Cosmos is so exciting is that because of the inter-blockchain communication protocol, you can anything that's built with the IBC can work in tandem. Like, that's such a strong technology, and the development and the push and the growth behind Kusama, behind the Web3 Foundation, behind Polkadot, all of these things are so damn strong. And they continue to add to this ecosystem on a very, very regular basis. I mean, again, these are the accepted grants from Web3 that, you know, per quarter, you're looking at significant amounts of money that is being provided to these projects to build upon either Polkadot or either Kusama. And Kusama, you know, continue to inform, you know, the community about what's going on in terms of development. The Hyperbridge won a parachain slot on Kusama, so there's another project that's now going to be added on. And this is constant. This is just an absolute constant within the Kusama and Polkadot network. And if we have a look and see what Gavin Wood is saying, because Gavin Wood quite often talks and posts about what's happening with both Polkadot and Kusama. So he did an annual Polkadot roundup the day before Christmas. But again, the core time parachain is running on Rococo since some days now. Snowbridge has been merged into the Asset Hub and Bridge Hub of Rococo Runtimes. Yeah, I just think this would be a good contribution to Polkadot, worthy of the financial support. Yeah, I mean, I'm very, very bullish on these as projects. I think they've done the right thing in terms of really pushing for growth. And we're going to constantly see upgrades to the network. We're going to constantly see, additional projects added. And I just think the huge positive for Kusama here as well is that when we're seeing experimental projects landing on Kusama, any of them are successful. And look, obviously those projects that are successful will do very well in terms of price appreciation, but people will remember that it's built upon Kusama, and Kusama allows for these experiments. And Kusama will pump off of every time there's a really successful project. Kusama will have a pump. And while I'm not necessarily of the belief it's going to run up to the previous high, I think this can still run back to around $500 with relative ease. That would put it at a market cap of, $40 billion, $4 billion, which isn't that high in the scheme of things. If it hits $500, it's at a 4 billion market cap. And yes, it's the canary network of Polkadot, but with the excitement of a bull cycle where we're going to see Bitcoin ETF, we're going to see an Ethereum ETF, we're going to see probably both those coins hitting $1 trillion market caps once again. Well, I mean, Polkadot, Bitcoin obviously will. Probably is around there now. It can't be that far. Ethereum has to hit about 10k. I think that's probably going to happen in the next bull cycle. And the next strongest projects are going to do very, very well. Polkadot being one of them, Cardano being one of them, XRP probably being one of them, and Kusama being the experimental branch of Polkadot will probably do very well. And maybe it hits 1/10 of the market cap of Polkadot. So if Polkadot hits 50 billion market cap, I'd expect Kusama to hit around 5 billion. So if you're looking at Polkadot thinking, that could be $100 billion market cap, then you better believe Kusama is going to be knocking around that $10 billion market cap. And like I said, I think $500 is not nailed on by any stretch of the imagination. Nothing is in crypto. You can't do guarantees, but I think $500 is very, very achievable for Kusama, because again, I think we're going to see a huge narrative around interoperability once again, and I think we're going to see a huge narrative around institutional investment. And institutions are heavy into Polkadot, and they'll be heavy into Kusama. Not as heavy as Polkadot, but still. The only thing that's weird for Kusama, I find weird anyway, is I don't think the volume is particularly good. And you bear in mind it's on every exchange as well, so it's not going to get like a Coinbase bounce or a Binance bounce because it's already there. So that's one thing going against it. But I suppose once it gets back into that top 100 as a market cap, I think then, we'll start seeing that volume start surging more and more and more. I'm not saying for any stretch of the imagination, like I say, 500 is guaranteed, but I think it's very, very achievable. I think this will hit 1/10 of whatever Polkadot hits. And I think Polkadot can at least hit $50 in the next bull cycle. So at the very least, Kusama should be aiming for around $500, maybe a little bit more. And if it gets above $623, it's in price discovery mode, and then maybe $1,000 is on the table. And I don't think you can discount $1,000 as a potential price for Kusama. But yeah. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think this? What on Kusama do you use, by the way? Because I speak to a few people in the crypto space, well, quite a lot of people in the crypto space. A number of the YouTubers I speak to use some of the DeFi stuff on Kusama quite regularly. So let me know what you guys use in the comments down below. And if there's something that you think could be improved on Kusama, say it in the comments, because the teams watch these videos. They like to know what the community is saying. So if they catch it, you might be able to help improve the network. And guys, if you want to take the work out of your crypto investing, make the exact same profits as me in the next bull cycle, head over to copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share my entire portfolio with the members. Anytime I find a coin that I think can do massive profits and make me good money, I buy it. And what that means is I will jump on, tell my members what the coin is that I'm going to buy, what profits I think it can have, and what money I'm putting in, and they can copy along exactly. All work for the members is removed. They're going to make the exact same profits, but they don't have to research anything. They don't have to read white papers. They don't have to learn charts. They don't have to learn about emerging trends, AI, or any crap like that. They can just copy along. And if you want to see how they've got on, that's on the site. If you want to see what I've said in the past, that's on the site. I did a whole course in 2020 about Phantom and why Phantom would 100x or more. Charged $20 for that course, by the way. People that took that course became millionaires because Phantom did nearly a 700x gain from when I released it. So if you want to get in on the next big coin, copymycrypto.com is where you want to go. And if you like what you see, guys, try out the service and I'll see you there. And that's it from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.